Hi, welcome to Lava's Point of View. I want to talk to you today, ladies, about what a woman should never do. I'm going to be looking down at my notes, but for the most part, it got me eye to eye. There are so many things that a woman should never do. And because of our emotions, we get intertwined in doing them. We need to embrace our emotions. They are God given, and we're entitled to them, and we wear them well. So, one of the things that we as women should never do is allow a man to manipulate us with our emotions. And I'm saying that to say, men will call us beautiful. They will say you're naturally beautiful. You're just an amazing, beautiful woman. And, all the nice things. I like how you speak. I like how you look. Um, all the things that make us feel sexy and, attractive. And we eat that up. So, it makes us feel alive. And who don't want to be attractive? So, hey, that's what we do. We do that. And so, don't do it anymore. Never allow a man's words or his voice dictate your feelings. You got to learn to get a hold on that. Our emotions are attracted to what we hear. And we got to get a grip. We got to get a good grip on that, because you got to deactivate that connection by just hearing a man tell you how beautiful you are or how nice you look. We can't, we can't allow that to be what we base ourselves on. I don't mean to be cold-hearted or anything, or stern. What is it? Stern-faced. You don't have to do any of that. But what I'm saying is just listen. Listen closer what they mean. Is this lust, or is this respect, or is it just a simple compliment and that's it? It's not a way in by giving us those compliments. Also, stay coherent and just be aware of what the means are behind those words. You're not his mother, so that's another thing. We should never want to be his mother or act as if we're his mother. He's your partner, and he's capable of taking care of his personal needs, whatever that may be, unless you have an agreement where you do the laundry, he folds, you wash dishes, and he cooks, if it's something like that. But don't jump in there and try to be everything to this man, because you're going to burn yourself out. He ain't going to let you do everything if he knows your worth. Remember that. Another thing not to do is don't become the female version of him. If he like the 49ers and you like the Cowboys, then so be it. It makes the game more fun when you're going on opposite teams. Don't like the same food he likes. What I mean is, it's okay to have things in common, but keep your identity. Make sure you still know who you are, and don't take on all of his stuff, and just don't become a female him. That would not be good for you or him. just work on being a better version of yourself, because whoever you are when he met you was what he was attracted to. And a lot of people, keep it real, don't really even like themselves, you know? So you gotta be careful of that. And you're trying to be him, it's not gonna work. Or the female version of him, that's not gonna work either. So don't do that. Stay loyal and true to who your identity is in yourself. And that's a sign of toxicity as well. Trying to be like him, and no, it's not okay. It's just not okay. Another thing not to do is don't hide your intelligence. If you're smart, which you probably are, don't hide it. Don't dumb down for nobody, including him. If you know how to change the alternator on the car, then do that. It's okay to be smart. That is an attraction. And if some men can't stand it, to be honest. Some men cannot stand you being intelligent. It makes him feel, I don't want to say dumb, but it makes him feel threatened. He is threatened when you have an intelligence, and you will know when you have conversations how deep they go, and then watch how his character changes. And if not, then you got a king, girl. You got somebody who, is going to have a conversation with you and not feel away. And another big not to do is, if you have dreams and aspirations, continue on, see those through, follow through. You don't put your stuff on hold to make sure his dreams and aspirations are met, and then you're on the sideline not getting ignored. Follow your dreams, follow your aspirations, be your success. And if he's on your team, he will support you in that. Okay. So if you have dreams to pursue, do it, as long as it's not something that's disrespectful in your relationship, that we're both, you want success on both ends. Make sure you support him in his as well. We're going to keep that 100. And let him cheer on the side for you. Women are always the cheerleaders. Like, man, I got you. You got some food when you come home. I'm going to make sure, the paperwork is done for the house and all, but we need cheerleaders too. So do what you need to do for that man to cheer for you. Another thing is, ladies, stop avoiding conflict. Now, I'm not saying rah, be crazy and do all kind of extra drama. I'm saying to have an adult conversation out of love and respect. With our emotions, sometimes men misread us. When we're crying and we're having a conversation, they see it as soft. They don't understand that that's strength. That's what's keeping us in this conversation. It could be a little anxiety, it can be frustration, but at least you're speaking and you're talking. And that's all you can do is talk your way through the relationship in a calm, respectful manner on both ends. But say how you feel, because you're going to show resentment later, and that's not going to be good for the relationship. Another thing, don't depend on him financially. Now, I know things happen, people change, jobs change, you have some money up and then, have some money, you're down. I get it, but that's where you got to be strong in your relationship. Have you some kind of side hustle. I don't care if it's doing hair, nails, babysitting, whatever you need to do to make you some money if you're not like a professional already, and have a small account, a personal account laid to the side for hard times or something to that nature. You always got something where, a rainy day fund, but never totally depend on him unless it's a physical disability, and you have to. But you have insurance and stuff for that. So, but anyway, staying on track. Financially, if anything went wrong, you have some men who I hope not, but you have some men who will hang that over your head, that they've been taking care of you, or they won't give you the money to go and buy yourself something nice or whatever, because that's how they can control you. And so don't ever get to where you financially have to depend on him. Always have your own set aside. If he helps you, then that's a wonderful thing, because the tables do turn. So this conversation that I'm having isn't just for women. It can be flip-flopped, to whoever it pertains to. But I'm mostly talking to ladies who get ourselves in situations and lose ourselves. And, I'm sure we're beautiful people. And nobody needs to be lost because they've so invested in someone else's future that they put theirs on hold. And us as Black women, we do that a lot. It's like generational, putting ourselves on hold, taking care of the children, taking care of the home, taking care of the husband, having our own success in business. And then we still got to find time for ourselves. So I'm just saying, put yourself a little nest egg to the side for a rainy day, he can lose his job, anything can happen, and your nest egg can help both of you. What I'm saying is, you got to be a couple steps ahead and make sure you take care of yourself financially. Yes. Let's see what else I was going to say. We talked about finances. We're going to go ahead and let that go. And another thing not to do, ladies, is excuse his behavior. I know that one from experience myself. Excuse his behavior. You can love a man so much. You can make so many excuses when he's upset. Oh, he didn't mean it. Oh, he would never talk to me like that. Something really must be going on at work, or maybe he's just dealing with a lot. And we just come up with so many excuses. And we can lose ourselves in it. That's where most loss come in, when you make excuses for your man. He is a grown-ass man. Now, I'm strong on support, but it's how he deals with that behavior that he may be going through, if he's angered or whatever it may be. You don't make excuses for it. He should be able to express himself and his feelings on what he's going through. Take a break, walk away, think about what you need to think about, and then come back and be a better self to have this conversation. But it can get dangerous while you making excuses for a man's behavior. It can fear you and also isolate you. And it gets heavy. I know that you may be so in love, but don't forget about yourself. And this is how a lot of women end up gaining weight, not taking care of themselves like they used to. You're just so invested, and you can't lose the investment in yourself trying to invest in him. We're separate people that came together. And so in your individualism, you need to understand that you got to learn how to take care of yourself and these behaviors that you may have, and the person that's dealing with your behaviors, like the person that you love. Nobody needs to lose themselves in somebody else. We're not doctors and nurses. Love is a big thing. Like it's a all over the world. It's the universe. It's love. Like, you know what I'm saying? Love is it's so underrated. Love is it's big. It's huge. It changes things. It grows things. It makes things happen. It gives hope. You know. But anyway, let's get back on the subject. Don't do it. Don't make excuses for his behavior. Make him stand up and own what he's done and figure out ways to fix it. But excuses, no. Okay. Last but not least, don't do uncomfortable sexual activities. And I'm saying, do whatever you do in bed and you guys like it and you roll with it. But a lot of women are uncomfortable with some of the things that being asked them to do. And if you don't like it, that is your boundary. That is your right to not do it. Do not do it. Say no. If you worried about if I don't do it, he gonna go to the next one, she will, and all that stuff, then he is not your man. If that's what it takes for him to just go to somebody else because you don't want to do that, he's not your man. A man that belongs to you and you're uncomfortable about something in the bedroom will talk to you about it. We'll figure out ways you can maybe take your time to get there to help you be comfortable about it. Will not make you feel bad about it. Will not hound you into doing it, tricks and all this extra stuff to do it. He will take his time, he will understand, and he will invest in what he has because he deems you worthy. And so, keep your boundaries and you'll be respected. Another thing, I forgot, it was one more thing I knew it was. Girl, don't be texting him no naked pictures. I mean, like top up cleavage or something, but downright raunchy, nasty pictures. Don't ever let no man have that kind of picture of you in his phone, unless he's your husband. And you got to think probably twice about that. But what I'm saying is don't do it because that's your energy. Then you didn't put it all on social media or wherever you put it, and he may even be your man next year. I just don't think it's ladylike. It's not very becoming to open your whole self on a message. Nah. No naked photos. Do not, ladies, send naked photos. And if he asks for them, you let him know. You can see all this with your eye. That's the only thing you're going to see naked, with your naked eye. That's how you're going to see this. So no naked photos. Save that for something else. Or don't do it. Just don't send naked photos. That's not very becoming of a woman, of a lady. He want to see you naked. Tell him, come see with his naked eye. Okay. This is Lava. Coming from my point of view, I hope you enjoyed the talk. And yes, these are some of the things that you should not do, ladies. And like I said, you can flip it if you need to. Men, same thing, But if you're real and true and honest and genuine with each other, take your time. Be soft. Understand. Be patient. Learn each other. And ladies, do not give up yourself completely to anybody. That's what you don't do. Save something for yourself so you can have some dignity in the end. Okay, you've been watching Lava from Lava's point of view. Thanks for listening. Peace.